Hello and welcome back to Warhawks Sports Saturday. I am Daniel Schoettler. Last year, the Warhawks wrapped up their short-lived season with a 7-3 record after following up 3 straight Division III national championships in the past 4 years. It was certainly a tough hit to take for the Warhawks. Carly and Andrea, what do you think we have to look forward to seeing from the Warhawks this year?
So definitely look forward to that Classic Sports Network on channel 101.1. It's definitely something that I'm excited about, and I think a lot of people are getting excited about it. So that's
I'm really
exciting.
interested in seeing what we're going to see out of the men's and women's basketball teams. I'm looking at the men's team. I think they're going to be poised to win a second national championship in 3 years. That seems like the San Francisco Giants lately.
Yeah.
The women's team definitely has some potential. We'll see. It could be a very, very special year for the Warhawk basketball, because I'm thinking it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I agree.
Both of them win national championships this year.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about freshman Darnell Harris from last year transferring to Florida? How do you think that'll affect the basketball team?
It won't have like that much of a hurt as the Chris Davis thing had. But I think the teams can be fine. They got 7 guys who can, quote unquote, put your team on your back, though. And like with Cordell and Alex and Cody Odegaard's coming off an injury, and KJ and Pat Suter, Reggie Hearn. I want to see Steve Egan and Jack Hurum step up, because they're technically filling that spot. Because Reggie Hearn is bumping up right now.
Right.
So we'll see they're going to be power forwards this year.
Yeah,
unless they go with a 4-guard lineup.
Yeah, I mean, Darnell, I feel like he was one of our biggest under the basket last year, so
and he could shoot the 3.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah, we saw that at the end of last season.
But Reggie can hit the 3 too, so.
There we go, exactly. So, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to.
After a 7-3 record at the end of last season, the Warhawks have been picked to finish second in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, according to the league's preseason poll earlier this month. Whitewater is picked to finish behind top-ranked UW-Platteville, a team that the Warhawks beat early last season with a final score of 27-26. The Platteville Pioneers and the Whitewater Warhawks will face off this year at Perkins Stadium on homecoming in Whitewater, November 2nd at 1 o'clock. Carly and Andrea, what are your thoughts regarding the matchup against Platteville and the conference this year?
Whitewater Warhawks look to start off their conference season with a bang at UW Lacrosse on Family Day at Perkins Stadium on Saturday afternoon. The Warhawks got on the board less than 4 minutes into the game as junior running back Nick Patterson scored from 1 yard out to give the Warhawks the early 7-0 lead. The Warhawks would score again in the second quarter as Nick Patterson would follow his blocking into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the day to put the Warhawks up 14-0. After a Matt Barrett touchdown pass, Jake Kumaro, freshman Will Meyer added on a field goal. The Warhawks led at the break 24-0. Now on to the second half. The Warhawks got back on the board late in the third quarter as senior quarterback Matt Barrett would hook up again with Kumaro for their second touchdown connection on the day. With under 12 minutes left in the fourth, Barrett and Kumaro would hook up again for their third touchdown connection on the day on a 17-yard touchdown pass to extend the Warhawks' lead to 38-0. The UW Lacrosse Eagles would finally get on the board with 8:20 left in the fourth as Eagles quarterback Trent Cummings would hook up with Tony Bilderback for the final score of the game. The Warhawks win their conference opener 38-7 over UW Lacrosse and improve to 4-0 on the season. The Warhawks will have 2 road games against UW Stout and UW Eau Claire before returning home for homecoming on October 25th against UW Oshkosh. For UWW-TV, this has been Daniel Schoettler. After students graduate from UW Whitewater, they will soon be asked to donate money towards the UW Whitewater Alumni Foundation, which helps support numerous programs on this campus. Alyssa Lewis, who is employed through Ruffalo Cody, an organization that helps with alumni donations for numerous universities around the country, talks about the importance of the Alumni Foundation for students.
UW Whitewater Foundation is very important because they work together to raise money for the school that fund a lot of really great resources for students here at the school, including scholarships and clubs and organizations and technology and stuff like that on campus. And it's very important for alumni to give back when they graduate because it was alumni that supported when they were students.
Another great thing about the UW Whitewater Alumni Foundation is that it's a great way for current students to get involved. Students can get involved by working for the UW Whitewater Phonathon, which is the way that the university gets in contact with alumni. Sophomore Jedediah Spidell is currently a student supervisor at the Alumni Phonathon and talks about his experience working there.
Working at the Alumni Foundation and making money for the annual loyalty fund has been great. You get to meet lots of different sort of people, and you get to make a lot of money for students who definitely deserve it.
For EWW-TV, this has been Daniel Schoettler reporting. In order for teams to have success in the NCAA tournament, it is important for leaders to step up in big moments. Thursday night at Fiskin Field was no different. Led by senior Ryan Reed and junior Sam Novak, the Warhawks powered past Carroll University and captured a 3-1 first-round victory. The Warhawks scored all three of their goals in the first half. The Warhawks got on the board in the 17th minute play as Ryan Reed gave the team their first goal. He would later score almost 4 minutes later with his second goal of the game. Sam Novak capped off the scoring with a goal in the 38th minute. The Hawks entered halftime with a 3-0 lead. In the second half, the Warhawks defense allowed Carroll's Colton Wyack to score in the 58th minute to put the Pioneers on the board. That was all the Warhawks defense would allow. As a result of the win, the Warhawks traveled to Wheaton College for a matchup with the Thunder, but the results were very much different as the Warhawks ended their season with a 3-0 loss and finished their season at 14-5-4. For UWW-TV, this has been Daniel Schoettler.